Hey guys, welcome back to FemmeHead. Today, I want to talk about minimalism shaming. Is that even like a term? Because it should be. Don't mind my sweater. It's really cold here in Iowa right now, and I just want to be warm and comfortable. But into the video. I cannot tell you the number of comments I've gotten on anything minimalism related, telling me how I am in fact not a minimalist and therefore should not call myself one. I should change the title of the video. I have literally read comments that say, minimalists do it this way, or minimalists use blank, and it's just like, where are these rules coming from? Like, I never got a guidebook to being a minimalist. I never got a rule sheet of like what I was supposed to follow. Especially recently, I'm like, what is going on? And so today I want to talk about how there is no right way to be a minimalist. There are no rules to minimalism, and you can literally do it however you want. And so if you are someone out there that is like making it into a competition, shaming people in their comments or whatever, stop it. Like, it's not cool. Like, it really annoys me. I don't care if you think I'm not a minimalist. Minimalist is not to do with like a number of things. Minimalism is a mindset to go about your life and to be conscious about things, people, experiences, everything that you are bringing into your life. It is not about the number of things you have in your closet. You do not have to live in a single room apartment with your mattress on the floor, a spoon, and one shirt to call yourself a minimalist. The amount of times I've heard, you guys way too much stuff, you're not a minimalist, or like, oh my God, I knew right away when I saw that stuff, like, this is not minimalism. So I'm just like, on what planet? Like, where do you come from? I like re-shared a packing video where I was 2 weeks in a carry-on, packed like a minimalist, and people were like, that's way too much stuff. Where are you going? The moon? And then I would get comments like, oh my God, that's the amount of stuff I would take for like a weekend away. I can't believe you're going for 2 weeks. Like, you need way more stuff than that. Like, how are you gonna survive? And then there's people saying like, you're disgusting. This is not minimalist. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, people, what do you want from me? It's a journey. It is not like a destination. There is no, once you reach this number of belongings, then you're magically a minimalist. What amount of stuff works for one person will be completely different from what works for another person. And I don't understand how people can't wrap their mind around that. I have a capsule wardrobe because that's what currently works for me, but you don't have to have a capsule wardrobe to be a minimalist. Minimalism doesn't always mean empty, open space. If you have a house with lots of rooms and lots of storage, then you probably can have like, this closet is only my linens. This closet is only our coats and that sort of stuff. But I live in an apartment. Granted, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, so it's huge. But my closet is not just my clothes. My closet is like 1/4 wardrobe and then 3/4 either FemmeHead gear, a bunch of stuff for like the period kits I donate. I have my sewing machine in there. I have my craft stuff. Like, this is my one area in the entire apartment that I get to like store my stuff in. Sometimes I'll put up videos where I'm in my closet and people are like, oh my God, I expected to see way less stuff in your closet. I can't believe, like, and I'm like, I want to take everything out that is not clothing or wardrobe and just have my wardrobe in there because it would take up this much room. It does not mean empty shelves and empty spaces. It's having things that make you happy, having things that you use and love, and having a place for each one of your belongings. And sometimes it's not Pinterest worthy or Instagram worthy, but it's what works for you in the space you have. We can't all just have like giant windows and open spaces. Like, I have giant windows, but when people compare aesthetic minimalist interior design to what minimalism should be, not how it happens. So I get comments like, wow, I thought you would have a lot less stuff in your closet. And if FemmeHead didn't exist, you bet your sweet tushy that it would just be like probably my clothes in there and some craft stuff. But you're welcome, FemmeHead exists and I need a place to store that stuff. Some people think that being a minimalist means not owning a duplicate of everything, but I like having towels to choose from. I like having more than one fork to choose from, or my designated bowl. I like having options because it just makes my life easier. It doesn't feel excessive to me. What is right for me in my life at this point, it's completely different than what will be right for you. People think that you have to have a certain number of forks or a single towel and shirt to be a minimalist. And it's just like, where did these numbers come from? Like, where did these rules come from? Minimalism is not a competition, but some people definitely treat it that way. And if you're one of those people, stop. Minimalism is also not about not spending any money. It actually allows you to spend more money on items and to invest in items. You can still save money. There are frugal minimalists and there are luxurious minimalists. And by not just buying random stuff willy-nilly and thoughtlessly, I can save up my money to invest in a pair of shoes or to invest in a coat or, you know, whatever it is. Money has nothing to do with it, but you can save a lot of money living a more minimalist lifestyle. I get questions like, I want to be a minimalist, but I don't want to give up my books, or I don't want to give up my PlayStation, or I don't want to give up blank. And my response is always like, that's great. Like, you can totally be a minimalist and keep all 400 of your books. I have a giant overflowing bookshelf full of books that I'm not going to get rid of. I've gone through and gotten rid of some of them. I get so much happiness and like good feelings from having a bookshelf full of books, especially coordinated in rainbow colors. I also get comments where people are comparing minimalism to a zero waste lifestyle, and those are completely separate trends. And while I still try to follow both of them, they are their own thing. I've also got comments on like skincare videos where people are like, wow, I thought you were a minimalist. Like, what's with all these products? And my response, like in my brain, I'm very nice when I respond, but my response to my brain is like, it must be nice to have good skin. Like, not all of us were blessed with good skin. And like, I know compared to many people out there, like I look like I have good skin, but I have my own issues. Like, I have really dry, sensitive, especially now, irritated skin. If I want to use more products, what's wrong with that? Why can I not invest in good skincare products if that's something that makes me feel good, makes me happy? And so there's all these things where people have set their own rules for what it means to be something. And it's not just with minimalism. There's so many different like communities out there where people have set their own rules that they follow. And if you don't follow their own made up rules, then how dare you consider yourself a minimalist? So my point in this surprisingly ranty video is that there is no right or wrong way to be a minimalist. There is literally no rules to minimalism. Do whatever makes you happy. Minimalism is literally just about being more conscious about what you bring into your life. Material things, people, experiences, work, you name it. Minimalism impacts all areas of your life. At least I know it does for me. You know, it started with material possessions, but it's slowly expanded to people I spend my time with, what I spend my time doing, places I go, looking at your space and time as sacred and special, worthy of filtering out the unnecessary. And so it's just literally that. It's literally just about being more conscious about what you bring into your life. It is not about owning a certain number of things. So y'all need to let that go. And for the most part, like, I get very positive comments, but it's just those comments and I'm like, what planet do you live on, people? That's not how it works. Minimalism, like everything else in life, is a spectrum, and you can be a person that lives in a single bedroom apartment with your mattress on the floor, a spoon, and a shirt, and like only one of everything, like the very bare basics, to a minimalist has way more stuff than you think they need or should, but they're still getting the benefits out of having that mindset. You don't know where they've come from or where they're going or where they've been. Just worry about yourself. That's all I really have to say. I like minimalism. I've gained so much from it. It has revolutionized my life, so I don't want people to not give it a go because they think there's these abstract, insane, unreachable rules. There's not. Just do what works for you. And scene. That's what I have to say today. No right or wrong way. Be nice. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoy minimalism related video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know some crazy things you've heard about minimalism down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to FemmeHead if you want to see more of my face, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!